June 12 was meant to celebrate democracy. But today, June 12, 2025, Nigerians are angry. From the streets of Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, Nigerians are angry. To voices online, the message is loud and clear. INEC, register new political parties now or face the people's wrath. This isn't just noise, it is a warning. The people are awake. This is 2025, not 1999. This is an opportunity and a call to you, Professor Mahmood Yakubu. Do the right thing. Respect the rule of law. Register new political parties before it is too late. Save your face. Wipe the shame that you are bringing and dragging on your name, on the entire academia. You are spitting on the face of Nigeria's constitution and the Electoral Act 2022, even your own guideline, your own INEC guideline. Do the right thing before it is too late. Share this video until Mahmood Yakubu gets it. And let him know and realize that we will not sit down and just gloss over his impunity. INEC is a creation of the law, a creation of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, guided and directed by the Electoral Act 2022, and also its own INEC guideline, also 2022. If the processes and procedures for registering new political parties have been spelled out, Mahmood Yakubu, INEC, why are you acting as if you are a department of APC? Why are you acting as if you are an errand boy to the president? Why are you acting as if Tinubu has given you directive not to obey the law, not to respect the rule of law, not to follow due process? Why are you acting as if you have been directed to frustrate the voices of Nigerians? You cannot continue to do this. And the Nigerian police should take note. The Nigerian army should take note. DSS, take note. You all are creations of the law, and you are supposed to be agencies that defend the law. There is rule of law, or at least there's supposed to be. Everybody must follow due process. Take notice, O DSS, O police, that INEC, under Professor Mahmood Yakubu, is disrespecting the rule of law, is violating the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is violating the Electoral Act 2022, is violating its own INEC guideline. If INEC will not respect the rule of law, why should you expect Nigerians to do same? INEC's continued action, particularly under Professor Mahmood Yakubu, is a call to anarchy, because it will push Nigerians to the wall and say, to hell with your rules, to hell with your laws. If Professor Mahmood Yakubu continues to violate the Constitution, then I cannot guarantee you that I will continue to obey it. So to avoid the breakdown of law and order, DSS, Nigerian Police, Nigerian Army, all security agencies, kindly instruct and direct INEC and Mahmood to respect the rule of law and proceed with applications for registration of new political parties. Democracy is built on several key principles and tenets, and two of the biggest pillars of democracy is the rule of law and free and fair elections. And you cannot have this without electoral reforms. There's no democracy without electoral reforms, and no democracy without respect for the rule of law. So INEC must be seen to respect the law and obey it, so that INEC will not be responsible for pushing Nigeria into a state of anarchy where nobody respects the rule of law and due process. Share this message until INEC gets it, until the security agencies get it, and until we see that INEC has turned over a new leaf and is opening its portal. INEC says that, they acknowledges the application of registrants. We have applied to INEC for registration of a new political party, and we are aware that there are over 70 other applications. But INEC gives one single response: we have accepted or acknowledged your application or your letter of intent, but be aware that the portal is not yet open for applications. We will inform you when the portal is open. This message seems like it is a responsible message, but is it? The answer becomes clear when you observe the Electoral Act and the Constitution of Nigeria and even INEC's guideline on the procedure for registering political parties. The message looks harmless until I found a video of Sheun Kuti, who stated clearly that he also sent in an application to INEC in 2019, and INEC gave them that same response. The portal for registration of new political parties is not yet open. 2019 to 2025 is about 6 years. INEC has not opened portal for registration of new political parties in 6 years? Is this what the law, the Constitution, the Electoral Act, and INEC guidelines prescribes? The answer is no. So this is a clear violation of the Constitution, a violation of the Electoral Act, and a violation of INEC's guideline. So we call on INEC today, June 12, Democracy Day, 2025. Professor Mahmood Yakubu, do the right thing or face the wrath of Nigerians. And this is also a call, once again, security agencies, compel INEC to respect the rule of law and to stop violating the Constitution and the Electoral Act 2022 and even its own guidelines. They that make peaceful change impossible make violent ones inevitable. You cannot continue with impunity and expect that the people will not react. We will not take your impunity anymore. We demand whatever it is you call opening the portal, do it. But we know that it's the prescribed steps for registering new political parties we have met. The ultimatum is still on. Obey it or face the wrath of Nigerians.